All right. Here we go, guys. We are back. We are back. All right. So I'm going to start taking the screenshots of where we're at. All right. Let's go. We're back in business, baby. Back in business. All right. We're going to take screenshots for context and start loading it in. This is where we start making moves. We're completely unblocked now because now we're at the point where we got ChatGPT locked and loaded. I mean, yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. Now we are getting to work. Here is what happened when we ran our last prompt. Thank you so much. Based on everything that you know, the context, what are your thoughts on where we're at? And based on where you see everything being online, could you please figure out the best approach based on all your superhuman intelligence? Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. All right, analyzing images. All right, we are in the zone now. We are in the zone. Here we go. It's going to be working quickly now. Now, the big question is if I have to update my story. Oh, no, we're all good. It takes us here. All right. Is it lagging for you guys? How are we feeling? Is it working cleanly? All right. We're going to get some new music. Switching to the next one. All right. Thought for 32 seconds. Let me make sure that we... All right. All right, we need ChatGPT to run faster. Is it my Wi-Fi right now? Why is this shit running slowly? My screen's frozen too. All right, I'm gonna look at this on I'm gonna pull up my stream. All right, is it lagging for you guys? All right, let's see. Maybe it's just my Wi-Fi. Because on my end, it looks like it's running clearly, but I guess the stream's lagging. It's no bueno. No bueno. Yeah. It's all right. Let's see. Yeah, it's lagging for me too. I'm gonna check YouTube. It must just be like my Wi-Fi or something. All right. Are we live right now? I just did something. I'm not sure if this fixed it. All right. Let me know. Actually, I can check. I got my phone. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Are you guys able to hear me? Wait, it seems like it's working now. Are you guys able to hear me? It's working on my phone at least. Okay. I'm going to check Kick now. It's working on YouTube. All right. All right, I see my own chat. Is it, guys, is it working now? Let's hope it's working. It's working on mine. All right, well, I'm gonna keep the build going. I'm gonna keep the build going. It says, nope, you are offline now. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Make sure the local test. Here we go. Wait, are you guys able to see my stream? Ayush, am I? All right, we're gonna keep coding while this is all going. All right, sanity check. Here we go. All right, sweet. I'm just gonna keep coding to make sure that this is So we've run into a couple of roadblocks here. Okay, let's see. It should look like this. It loads, blah, 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 program, BTC. All right, it's working. Okay. Anchor test, here we go. Ayush, can you see it? All right, anchor test, here we go. Found a test script, running it as a test suite. Okay. All right, guys, we're making progress. We're making progress. Unable to get latest block hash. Looks like it's not started. All right. Let's take a screenshot here. All right. Yeah, Ayush, I don't know why it's not working for you on Kick. It looks like it's working for me on Kick. All right. Either way, we're making progress. We ran into one error at the end. So I'm going to say, sounds great. Thank you. We went and followed all those steps. It seems like everything was working. And then we ran the anchor test, and this is what it output. Based on your superhuman intelligence and relevant domains, what are your thoughts? Thank you. All right. Guys, from here on out, we are on the up and up. Our stock's on the rise. We've run into some challenges. We're getting in the zone now. I can feel it. We're back in the shell, and we're getting updates to the code. All right. Let's see what's ChatGPT is also working faster now. So and then while that's running, I'm actually gonna, oh wait, we're in this one, full context loaded. We're in the full context loaded one. Interesting. We accidentally just put that into the wrong chat, but it's loading, so it's fine. We'll give the same prompt to the new chat and see what it says. You know what I'm gonna do? I have an idea. We're gonna go to ChatGPT on our browser and see if it works faster than the desktop, because the desktop is really screwing us at the moment. What is going on here? All right. All right. All right. Found one test. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you for your input. Before we go and execute any of these, I wanted to give you a screenshot of where we're actually at, just so you're fully up to speed. Based on your superhuman intelligence and relevant domains, what would be the best next steps? Should we start with that smoke test install and validator wiring? Thank you so much. All right. We might have to go with the, all right. Interesting. All right, guys. I want to remove any stale ledger test. Okay. Sanity check. Okay, guys. Quick update. We're still in the midst of the chat transition. We got ChatGPT working on this side here on the bottom screen, and then it looks like I'm just seeing what both chats are recommending. All right, here we go. I wonder if we go double GPT. All right. Okay. So here we go. It seems like they said the same thing. So we're gonna run this on the bottom screen. Okay. So it's not corrupted. All right, add or adjust. All right. Open. Seconds, wait for salon. Start which. Okay. And test that. It says command not found. It gives, okay. Run this. And then sanity check. All right. You see, everything's good. Then try quickly starting it manually once. Okay, so we're gonna do the reset. All right, here we go. Sounds great. I was following the steps, and this is what we got to based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains. What do you think would be the best next steps for us? Feel free to take a step back, think through everything at a high level, do any research if you feel like you need to online, and then come back with the best next steps, and I'll follow your lead. Thank you. So this was saying latest for test validated. Works, you'll see something. All right. And then just to make sure we're on the right track, I'm going to copy. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it in here, and I'm going to say, thank you so much. We started doing some work in the other chat and wanted to give you a quick update with what it's outputting. Does this sound like the best steps to you and that everything's working properly? Please analyze and let me know based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains. All right, guys. So what we're doing here, we've got the new chat on the left. We've got the old chat on the right. We're just making sure that the new chat loaded the context properly. So we're having the old chat check the work of the new chat. All right. So we're going to copy this and paste this in here. Likely see /100%. We ran the first command in step 1, and this is what we got. Wanted to keep you in the loop. Okay. All right, guys, we're grinding right now. We are grinding to make sure that everything is working. Okay, this is good. The response from the other chat is on point. Steps are solid. This is what we need. Yeah, we gotta pick it up. I agree. Guys, I'm ultra locked in. Look, I got the 2 ChatGPTs going. I got the desktop one on the right. I got the browser one on the left. And then on the bottom, we got the terminal and the UI underneath. We are locked in. Okay. All right, we're gonna paste this in. Okay, cleaning build. All right. All right, guys. We're following the steps here. And then clearing common caches. And then recheck the disk usage. Oh, this works. Fix anchor test. Disk cleanup with 1 nuance after running. Now it's a throwaway. Don't touch the BTC. Target only generated stuff. Oh shit. Did we already fuck this up? Alright, let's save to the later. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, amazing, sounds great. I've attached a screenshot showing where we're at. I ran through everything that you had in step 1. Also, I am pasting what our old AI chat said when it analyzed the next steps that you laid out. So you can see kind of what it's thinking, but all of that to say, it seems like we're on the right track. Feel free to take your time, take a step back and analyze everything in terms of the screenshot, what we accomplished in step 1 that you laid out, and then everything in the quotes below that was from the old chat that we haven't yet executed. Okay, so I wanted to And then I'm gonna share this screenshot. Yes, a chess stream would be dope. I just need to add this. Okay. Okay, here we go. Doing that. Okay. Or anywhere. All right. Put this in. All right. If it prints, I'm sorry, I get an error. Okay, it worked. Let's go. All right, let's run this next thing. Back into the project. Here we go. Unable to All right. Sounds great. I followed some of your tests here. It looks like things were working to a certain extent, and then we ran into the following. Thank you so much for reviewing with your superhuman intelligence, looking through everything and seeing if there's anything that we can learn from online or any other similar types of issues and come up with the best possible next steps. Thank you so much. Okay. Here we go. We're in it. We're in it. Making progress. Making progress. It's thinking. Yes, I will do a chess stream with you guys. For sure. Maybe I should put chess up on the right. Let me see here. All right. All right, so as you guys can see, my rating is 1581. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I feel like I need a non-timed game of chess. Maybe I need to play a bot. Am I logged in right now? Leftover turkey, a 325. I can't be playing a 325. What's going on here? Am I logged in? Okay. I need a different bot. Let's play an athlete. All right. Let's do Christian Pulisic, 1500. Here we go. All right. So it did everything right so far. The screenshot just revealed 2 new issues. The Solana is gone. It's deleted to free space, which also removed. Oh my gosh. Oh, did we fuck it up? We already, oh my goodness. Did we uninstall that shit? Oh my goodness. Got it. Quick question. Did we make a big mistake? Thank you so much for looking through everything. That seems like a pivotal point here where we've got to evaluate and make sure that we make the best next steps with your superhuman intelligence across experts in the relevant domains, the top 0.00001% of experts. Please think through everything and come up with the best plan for us, and I'll follow it. Thank you. All right. I hope I didn't fuck that up. All right. User IDs right here. 007, the third one. All right. I forget that when I'm playing a computer, it moves so quickly. Okay, we didn't. Exactly what a senior infra savvy dev would do under the delete rebuild artifacts. Now we need to put so on. Only real irreversible mistake would have been delete. Okay. Your wallet or deleting your repo source. We've been exposed. Worst case, if the wallet were gone, you'd only lose devnet. You just redeploy. There we go. Game plan sanity check your wallet. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We're going to keep this thing coding. All right. And then some JSON. All right. Sounds good. I ran the first sanity check that you gave. This is what it output. Happy to follow the best next steps based on your superhuman intelligence. Thank you. All right, the good news is I know it took a whole stream, but we want to make sure that we all right. Sounds great. Thank you for reviewing. Now to just make sure that we do everything right and we're doing the right tool set, could you double check looking online and making sure that we review the learnings from what tools, infrastructure, everything else that works best and are current, up to date, and ensure that we're doing everything in the best way possible based on what's currently working and up to date online. Thank you. Okay, guys, big setback, but it's okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Go to the right project diff. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Right on the front end. Go to the right project. Now we'll be all good. We'll be all good. Because before, what we were figuring out was the right tool set to put in. And now we got the right tool set. So we're just reinstalling that one thing. It's all good. This will be done extracting, installing soon. Then run test, one flow. Drop into the IDL. Okay. Please restart your terminal, apply all changes. Okay. Okay, this is good. This is good. Sounds great. Thank you for the update. I ran that initial command you mentioned to reinstall the Solana CLI based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains. What would the best next steps be? Thank you. It installed correctly. We're making progress. We're making progress. It's good. I'm giving the screenshot to ChatGPT, and yeah, we'll see what it output. But here's the update. It's already back in. It's not like it was a catastrophic thing. It was just like that. It output it perfectly, exactly what we want. So now we just need to load the new path here. Okay. So here we go. Loading it in. Okay. All right, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. All right. There we go. There we go. Now make sure there's no stray root. We're going to copy this. All right. That looked like it worked. All right. Now we want the anchor that lives within your code from your home directory. We're going to put this in. All right. BTC paramutual. All right, that's that. It's exactly what we wanted. Verify. All right, so now we're going to put this in. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. No such file or directory. You should see. Now append the. Got it. Thank you for the help. Now let's evaluate where we're at based on your superhuman intelligence, also the research that you do online that's relevant to us, making sure that we're taking the best current next steps for where we're at with everything. Please take a look and I will follow your lead based on what you believe is best. Thank you. All right. Okay, chess game. What do we want to do here? I think I kind of don't like this thing, so I'm going to put that there. And then we're going to try and trade the knight here. Or we could trade the knight or have our knight sitting here. Kind of like having our knight sitting here, actually. You know what? Oh, but then he'll just trade off the knights. Oh, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, so in a good spot. All right, go into the projects directory. Also remove the string. All right, pass the anchor test. All right, I'm gonna put this in down here. All right, that's what we want to see. Now go one level deeper in the workspace. Docker, migration, cargo. All right. Still inside. All right. Provider, cluster. Sounds good. Thank you. Wanted to attach the screenshot to show you where we're at. We got down through some of these steps in step 1 and started step 2 by putting in to begin to verify and patch the anchor. With your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains, could you evaluate the screenshot and then begin thinking through what the best next steps would be? Thank you. All right, let's see here. Next steps. I think we're actually in a little bit of a predicament here in the chess game. Or actually, maybe we just go here, and then we're fine. Yeah, we'll go there. That is a great question, Ayush. We are in proper starvation mode. We have not eaten yet today. Yeah, we've had energy drinks and liquids. From the screenshot. All right, this is good. Just block, run, okay. All right, so that is all working. Guys, this is good. We're cranking now. We're cranking. This is exactly what we want to see. All right, that's working. All right, there we go. You should now see your existing contents plus test 60. All right, perfect. That's exactly what we see. All right. Then we need to, you want to see it starts and prints after a few seconds. If it errors, copy the error. It should run cleanly now. Okay, well, it failed. So let's see. Let's see why that failed. Okay. Sounds great. We were running through all of your tests, and it seemed like we were making good progress, but then it looks like it ended up failing. Based on your superhuman intelligence and relevant domains, please evaluate why that might be. Feel free to look online and research and figure out what the best approach forward is so we can continuously stay on the very best optimal path. Thank you. All right. It's cooking. All right, in this chess game, I'm actually in a little bit of trouble here. I guess... Or actually, you know what? We might have to retreat the bishop. Oh no. Okay. Our position's falling apart. We are officially in trouble in this chess game. I think we gotta retreat and attack the queen. This is not where you like to be, I'm telling you. Unless... Can we maintain it? Nah, we have to retreat and attack the queen. All right. Okay. See, the thing is... We'll do that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Nice catcher. This specific error is enough to diagnose. All right. Tool installed. So there's almost always a corrupted file running Solana test. Still clean, safe version. Okay. Prove Solana test validates work. Run it from your home directory with an explicit ledger path away from the repo. Run it from your home directory. All right, I think that we got to do one final update here. All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much. Also, as a heads up, I want you to know that as we're coding, we need to rely on your superhuman intelligence, and you got to give us perfect instructions because we don't know how to code. So we're just following through copy and paste. So just keep that in mind as we follow and make the best next steps. Thank you so much. Let's ensure that we do everything in the best way possible based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains. All right. Ayush, you haven't eaten since 4 p.m. yesterday. Damn. Yeah, guys, we're all harnessing our hunger to perform at a higher level. I mean, should we try and take this square back? Or no, we should probably... Okay. All right, guys, we're coding. All right, we just went through all of those steps. All right, we're cleaning up directories. All right. All 3 should print versions with no errors. All right. So as that's coding, we'll go back to this chess game that we are actually losing right now. Okay, we got to get our pieces into the game here. So I think we're going to have to go like this. Okay. I think we're going to have to go there. We don't really have a great... Oh, actually. You know what? I'm going to get out of the pin. I'm going to get out of the pin first. Yeah. Yeah, how long am I free to live stream today? That's a good question. I think I don't have any more meetings the rest of the day. So we're going to stream as long as it freaking takes. Prove the validator. All right. Installation. Restart your terminal. Sounds great. I followed step 1 and 2, and then we ended up running into this error when I tried to do step 3. Maybe it's because I didn't restart the terminal. Based on your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains, what do you think would be the best next step? Thank you. Bane, 24-hour stream. Chess, coding, and shipping to MAINNET. Yeah. Guys, we're grinding. All right, here we go. I don't want to lose to this guy in chess. I feel like I need a good place for this knight. All right. I think we're going to place our knight here. Yeah. All right. So we're down to pawn right now. I don't like how this knight is out of the action. I might bring it up here. But then he could bring his rook here and I'll have to retreat it. I feel like we gotta trade, open up the bishop. Yeah. We're gonna get rid of that. Because now if we move the knight, oh wait. The queen can come in now. Okay, I think we move the rook onto this open file. Seems like a good game plan here. Yeah, we're gonna get the rook on the open file. There you go. Then we can. Got to get our pieces active. All right, fresh install. So we wiped. Stop trying to rely on local validators on this box and run tests directly against devnet. This is totally valid. Many real teams run their anchor tests against devnet, especially when local net is flaky, when they want to see real cluster behavior. New plan, run tests on devnet, skip local validator entirely, point anchor and test at devnet instead of local net. Run tests with yarn. All right. Update anchor to devnet. You're already in the right directory. All right. This seems like a lot of things here. So I'm going to say, thank you so much based on your superhuman intelligence in the relevant domains here and your expertise amongst the top 0.00001% of experts in those relevant domains. Could you just review exactly where we're at and the plan to make sure that we take the best next steps here? This seems like an important decision point, and we want to take the right direction. I'll follow your lead. Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. Big decision point here. It seems like we're doing a little pivot approach here. I mean, things seem to be working, but then there's just this one thing. It just wants us to run the test on devnet instantly. All right, let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. The options are, okay, so I think it's good that we had it run. Okay. We do have a decision point here. You know what we could, this square is so defended from their 3 pieces. Should keep debugging local validator. Commit to devnet based testing and move on. Okay, concrete. Next steps. Okay, so we're going to point the project back at devnet. That's a good point, Ayush. Ayush, you may need to skip school, dude. Yeah, the chess is distracting. I might need to hold off on the chess. The chess might be a little too distracting. All right, here we go. We're gonna point the project at devnet. Here we go. Let's go. All right, verify we see blah, 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 devnet. The tests can say export devnet. All right. Do we see that? Yeah, we do see that, devnet. Cluster, devnet, anchor. Wallet equals config. Okay, that is what we see. So now we export. All right, guys, here we go. We're exporting here. All right, we exported. Make sure the smoke test uses this, create or replace. Okay. This test does not start any value. It just hits devnet using your existing program. All right, so we're just going to paste that in. All right. We ran into... All right. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Ayush, 1 hour in and 1 in another compared to 5 hours yesterday. Yes. All right. All right, sounds great. I went through steps 1 through 3. When I went through step 3, it looked like we ran into syntax errors based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains. Could you please evaluate everything and figure out the best path forward? Feel free to do research online to see the current best approaches and see if there's anything we can learn from other people's approaches. And we will go with the best final approach. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Okay, guys. So here's the breakdown of where we're at. We are continuing to iterate and improve on our devnet approach. And the reason why is because at the end of the day, our goal is to get to, we're trying to break the world record for revenue, $1 million in revenue here. And if we really want to do that, we need to get an MVP going, but also built on scalable infrastructure that can get us there. But also perfectly balancing all of our different competing priorities. So we're trying to get it live as quickly as possible, but we're trying to do it in a way where we're not completely screwing ourselves, like the future us over, by just like doing stuff in a bad way. So giving you guys that context here, that like all of this stuff that we're doing now is good and it's important. The syntax errors are just because the shell thought you were trying to execute instead of saving. All those lines like, well, let's fix and cleanly get a real smoke test running on devnet. All right, we're in the right folder. Reset the devnet and var shell. Okay. You should see anchor team. Okay. Anchor. Programs, tests. Just reset the devnet and var shell. Okay. Paste that in. All right. Looks like we got that. Okay, create the smoke test file. Run exactly this. Paste the whole block, including the final UF. Don't press enter in the middle except when it's already shown. Okay. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. All right, now verify the file. Okay, and then from the same folder, if it prints already up to date, that's fine. Okay, so now we're in the yarn. All right, let's go. Here we go, guys. Okay, it's done. That's what we're talking about. All right. Run the smoke test directly with, we'll bypass. Okay, here we go. Exactly like anchor script. What you should see is everything is wired. TS smoke starts, it runs, okay. Bypass anchor, exactly like anchors. All right, running the smoke test now. All right. No such file director, okay. Here we go. If it fails, the error will be about program wiring, IDL, not shell syntax. That's exactly where we want to be. Okay. Now, Ayush, trust me, we're making good progress, bro. We're trying to do 5 weeks of work right now in one stream. Five weeks of work is what we're doing in this one stream here. 5 weeks of work from a team of 3 high-level people. Awesome. Sounds great. This is exactly where we are at. We got to the point where we tried running that last piece and then it didn't fully work. So thank you so much. Once again, take your time to go through everything and come up with the best approach based on your superhuman intelligence with a full understanding of where everything is at and what's currently the best possible approach and what's working in today's day and age. Thank you. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. It doesn't feel like much, but we are doing a lot. Because guys, because we set such an impossibly high bar, it almost is baffling. It's baffling. It's like we've set such a high bar that everything else seems like we're so far away and that we're not making it happen. But I guarantee you that we are. Each one of these things, just think about how long it would take to actually come up with, analyze, and do every single prompt that we do. And then we're just like bang, 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 paste, 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 run, run, run. Copy, copy, copy. The speed that we are moving at is unbelievable. And look, great. This is a very clean failure. Even if you had a team of geniuses, they're not going to perfectly type every program in, do everything perfectly. So, you know, we're moving at lightning speed. This is a very clean failure. All right. Mocha is still running old test files using Anchor. We have two things to fix. Regenerate the IDL with Anchor build. Stop running the old test files using Anchor workspace. I'll lay out the exact command. Regenerate IDL and types. All right. Just compiles your program. Right? Okay. It will take a bit, then you should see six. Confirm is target. All right. Here we go. Okay. Let's see here. Sounds great. This is what it output when we ran that first command based on your superhuman intelligence and relevant domains. And once again, after you do some research online, let's figure out the very best final approach here. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to say superhuman intelligence. Let's leverage your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains to take the best path. Thank you. Okay, guys. I feel like we're about to hit that pocket, okay? We're about to hit the pocket where we're about to be flushed with energy. Old devnet program. So it looks like we're updating, going to a new devnet so we can properly wire everything in a way that works. That's what it seems like. Let's see what we're doing here. Build and regenerate IDL. All right. Blah, blah, blah. After it finishes. All right. All right. Why this is the right move? Already. All right. We're using your already deployed devnet program as the source of truth. Okay. Once this smoke test passes, we can confidently add all of these other things. Then we wire those same flows into the front end and start the devnet streamer beta. All right, guys. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, it's good to see that we've got a good plan. Once it passes the smoke test, it should also be like the ending part should be faster, hopefully. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, anchor build. Come on. It looked like it was just downloading something and then it like suddenly stopped. All right, guys. So this is the plan. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. We're updating our already deployed devnet program. Once we get it to pass the smoke tests, then we can confidently add the initialize market, place bet, lock market, resolve market, claim payout. Then we wire those same flows into the front end and start the devnet streamer beta. Guys, this is our game plan. Who needs 5 weeks? We're doing this shit now. All right. Compile. Then this tells Anchor compile. All right. After it finishes, confirm. All right. Has this finished? Is this still going? You're about to. Wait, is this thing still running? Please run Anchor keys to sync updates and flag to skip this check. Anchor build, ignore keys. All right, fuck it, paste anyway. Is your source, ignore. Oh, compiling? I don't know what's going on, but it looks like something is building. I might have accidentally pasted that stuff in too quickly. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, so we're at 7 out of 242. 7 out of 242. This looks like a big build. If it passes the smoke tests, then we can add all those other things. Okay, so guys, even though it seems like we haven't done a lot this stream, we're fixing our foundation. We're fixing the foundation. It's going to save us loads of time in the future. I know we just spent, what, a couple hours, few hours on this, but guys, that few hours saved us potentially, I don't know, days in the future as we did this, okay? It wasn't the sexiest, most exciting. I know that we all wanted to come in and just see everything wired together, but guys, 5 weeks of work would have been invested with a full team for a reason, okay? It's because these things are important, okay? There's a reason why these big companies pay millions and millions of dollars to these top guys, and they're all working 24/7 and working really hard to build something and have it work. And we're single-handedly doing this together. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but if you really think about it, the majority of our time that we are here on stream, the bots are working. Like right now, they're working. Commands are being executed. The number of high intelligent commands that you guys have seen just on this stream alone, a lot, okay? So we're moving. We're moving. We're making it happen. I agree, Bane. Little win, step by step. We hit that win, step by step. Now we're compiling. And if this thing succeeds, if all these updates to the devnet and all this succeed and pass the smoke tests, then we are going to be closer with a strong foundation for what we need to begin wiring to the front end. That will be huge. Huge. I agree. Let's get going. I might need another energy drink. All right, it's 4:54 p.m. Ayush saying I should get something to eat. You know, if I eat, then I'm gonna lose steam. Eating takes away my energy, and I need to keep my energy up. I need to keep the energy up to get this live. My top priority right now is breaking this record. We need to reach 1 million revenue. Let's set a world record, guys. And you guys can see that we set this world record together. We're breaking records here. We're throwing our cap in the arena. You know, we've been training our entire lives for this. Our entire lives. All the decisions we've made, everything that we've done has been building blocks of knowledge, stacking. So we can do this. This is what we play for. It would be sweet if we could build this company and break that record, guys. And this is just one piece of it, guys. This is the whole journey, okay? Because after you have a product, the game just gets started. After we get this product, we got to go and get users. We'll interview these guys, talk with them. I actually will show you an amazing thing that we can do after we get this built. But yeah, we're going to get feedback. Get people using the product. You guys think, you know, we're turning into David Goggins. You know, I respect David Goggins. Smart guy. Hardworking fellow, for sure. Very hardworking. Yes, you know, my girlfriend and I should go out on a date. Yesterday, we had a nice date staying in. We ordered Korean food. I got us some delicious Korean food, and then we watched, oh my God, what's it called? I think it's called Midnight Gospel. It's an anime that they took a podcast and then they turned it into an anime. And so, you know, you kind of learn when you're watching it. It's pretty interesting. Also, guys, if you're here right now, reminder, join the Discord, else you're never going to know when we're attempting to break records. All right, you know what? It actually looks like a lot of this is compiling. Let's see. Make sure our new test is running to be safe. All right, I'm just reading through what we got here. So as it finishes compiling, we're checking out what we got here. So we regenerated, we built this. We should see BTC inside target IDL. Ooh, stuff's happening down here. All right. What's going on here? What does this mean? I don't know what this. All right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to ask ChatGPT. All right. Paste that. All right. Yeah. That's a good point, Ayush. We might need to up our clickbaity titles. All right. Awesome. That sounds great. Wanted to give you the full update in terms of where we're at. So as a heads up, I've attached some screenshots that we went through those things that you mentioned in step 1, and this is what it output. Once again, please use your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains across all the experts to come up with the very best next steps for us and ensure that we're taking the best approach and where we've learned from others as well. Thank you. Oh, wait. It was still running. Oh my gosh, it was still running. Well, I'll see what it might be done, but I can't. I just need to confirm the build. The project root. Oh, okay, it was still building. So let's see, it looks, you're seeing the screenshots, just anchor build, compiling, downloading. It's normal. Now we need to finish the loop, confirm the build, actually finish an idea. All right. Ensure the new test runs. Okay. It was still going. Okay. My bad. My bad. I jumped the gun on the prompt there. Have you guys ever heard of, do you guys know what whoops are? Like the whoop? Let me know if you know what whoop is. Put it in the chat. Let me know if you know what whoop is, if you're a whoop user. Okay. I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys what it is. The Whoop is a fitness, it's like one of those bands that you wear and it tracks all your like recovery, what is it, recovery, like sleep, activity, fitness levels, all those things. Not WAP, Whoop. Two different things. There's WAP and then there's Whoop. WAP, I think. Yeah, not WAP. WAP is like, yeah, clipping and other stuff. This is Whoop. WHOOP. Yeah, slightly different. WAP and Whoop. No. WAP is different. We're talking about Whoop. The Whoop, look it up. Whoop. Some of my friends are using that, and it's what they use for tracking their fitness and recovery and all that stuff. I have one, but I haven't been wearing it. And I'm thinking I might get back on the Whoop game. You know what? I've got a surprise for you guys. I'll be right back. You guys are gonna like this. I'll be right back. As we wait, because our bots are working, so we're not wasting time here. Okay, I've got a surprise. I've got a surprise behind my back. And it's not my phone. Okay. Got a surprise. Okay. Yeah, as this is still compiling, finishing up, I'm gonna do a surprise unboxing. I wasn't planning on doing this on the stream, but this is, when you're on stream with me, there's always the potential for a surprise. look at what we got here. We're doing a little unboxing of the new Galaxy Watch 8. Okay. I had the Apple Watch a while ago. I didn't like it. Never really used it. But then when I bought the newest Samsung Galaxy, not normal, not Pro, not Max, the Ultra, the top of the line Samsung, there was a promotion that came with the Galaxy Watch 8. I just had to subscribe to something. I don't really remember, but I got this. And I'm going to give you guys my true thoughts on this after I use it for a little bit. Is this done? Did this finish? Let's see. What is this? Finish running. All right, roots. Debug, deploy, IDL, release. I don't know what that means, so. Or is it still running? No, I think it's... Okay, before we open the watch, we're gonna send the rest of this. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Sounds great. My mistake. I accidentally sent that last prompt when they were still going. So there's a ton more that compiled, and then these are a couple screenshots showing you a little bit of what it output. So thank you so much. Let's review and yeah, keep analyzing based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains and ensure that we're continuing on the best path. Thank you so much. Ayush, thank you. You know, I don't know if it's a good watch. I'm hoping it is. We will see. We will see. First, we're gonna make sure that we can keep the bots running. So we're gonna keep coding. But when we hit a spot where there's another big compilation, exactly. Oh, it completed successfully. Let's go. I didn't realize it completed successfully. Okay. Boys, boys, boys. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. That is what we are talking about. All right. So now we're just going to copy this. That's big. That means all that other shit that we were doing up until now was actually doing something. All right. Now we're going to paste this. All right, we should see. Okay, that's exactly what we should see. Perfect. All right, now check which files exist. All right, just gonna paste that in. You should see, if you see anything besides smoke basics, all right, all right. Let's go, baby. Yes, boy. All right, so I'm gonna just copy and paste this in. All right, guys, we're cooking. We're cooking. All right. Awesome. That is great news. So we have been following these steps that you just laid out. Step 1, verify IDL and clean up both tests. We were following all of those, and I just uploaded a screenshot to show you exactly where we're at. Thank you so much. Once again, let's review everything, ensure that we're on the best path forward. Thank you so much. I'll follow the best steps that you lay out based on your superhuman intelligence and relevant domains. Thank you so much. All right. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. This is what we need. This is what we need. All right. We're just going to keep rocking and rolling. Keep making this progress. Keep taking these. All right. This is exactly what we wanted. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we thought. All right. All the plumbing set. Oh my God. Now we just need to run the smoke test on devnet and see it pass. All right. All right, same terminal. All right, run in the same terminal. Okay, so this is what we're gonna run. Okay. Run this. Okay, now run the smoke test. This is a big moment of truth here. All right, please work, please work. Okay. Command failed. Let's see what happened here. Shows 1 pass. All right. Wait, command failed with exit code 1? All right, whatever. Let's see what it says. All right, sounds great. Thank you so much. I just attached a screenshot showing exactly what it output when we ran that smoke test. All right. Let's see. I don't know if it worked. It says error, but it did output a 1, and it said we were looking for that. So I don't know. But I don't think that that's what we were supposed to see there when we ran that. So let's see here. Involve either once. I'll adjust the code by moving the right kind of error. It's no longer infra. It's just nodes and TypeScript semantics. You have everything anchoring tool. Don't. Let's do that. Rewrite test smoke, require the IDL. Okay. Verify the file. You should rerun the smoke test on devnet. Okay, so don't EMS import. Here, so the easiest battle tested fix used by a lot of Solana teams is don't. Let's do that. All right, just I'm gonna just make sure this is the best approach. Sounds great, thank you so much. Just want to do one final review. Feel free to do any research online as if you're the best 0.0001% expert in all relevant domains here, and let's just ensure that we make the very best next steps here. Thank you so much. I'll follow your lead. That was a big prompt that it wanted us to post into this terminal here. So before we go, start doing anything drastic, we're giving it one last chance to think through everything. That's important. Final review. All right, guys, we're getting to that point in the stream. Yesterday, here's what we're doing. We're changing. We're making a change. Okay, guys. Glasses change. Glasses change. All right. Okay. So this actually did. Yes, sir, Bane. You know it. You know it. All right. Here we go. We got that. Thank God. Imagine typing that in. Oh my God. All right. Quickly confirm it. Okay. Okay. Sure, we're talking to devnet. I mean, literally, imagine typing this. Oh my God, that'd take forever. Okay, we did that. Now run the smoke test. See if it works now. Take two. All right, we ran into another challenge. It's okay. Got it. Thank you for helping with that. Wanted to give you the quick update. It seems like we ran into some errors when we ran the smoke test again in step 3 after following steps 1 and 2. Once again, thank you for your help on all this. It seems like this is another important decision point here where we want to make sure we take the best steps forward. Please, leveraging your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains, do any research online or anything else in terms of just your knowledge that's applicable here to figure out the very best next steps and approach. Thank you so much. All right. Big prompt here, big prompt. Let's hope the Versace brings us luck. Here we go. So what it said last time, it wanted us to require for the IDL. All right. Rewrite that. All right. Finalize this one. Confirm it. Okay. You know, all right. What's great update? And you're right. This is another decision mode. This clean one. What's happening? All right. Important. So this one thing important. All right. So let's start read the IDL and so overwrite. Okay. So another overwrite here. Okay. It's learning though. See, each time it's learning. These are fast feedback loops. Like it's learning, it's researching, and it's adjusting. So that's what it's doing here. That's what it's doing. So we're going back in. See if it fixed the issues here. Here we go. All right, and now rerun the smoke test on devnet. Okay, and then we're running this. Look at the speed at which we are coding. All right. Ran into the error again. All right, let's see what we learned from this. What did we learn this time? Sounds great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you helping figure out the best approach here. It looks like we ran into an error when we ran the smoke test on devnet after we had completed step 1. Based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains, what are your thoughts? What do you think the best way for us to figure out and best next steps would be? Thank you. Ayush, what's up, man? Quick update. We changed glasses to help improve our brain flow and our mental flow for solving these problems. We needed to spice it up. Then we've been working and basically running fast feedback cycle loops, trying to get everything working to pass this test. We need to get this smoke test, the final pass. Okay, this is finally the right class of error. It's not info, it's just the IDL metadata giving us a bad program address. Okay. What's going on? The IDL exists, so question mark, fix that instead of your hard-coded program, then the metadata. Okay, so our goal is test against the already deployed devnet. Clean move is ignore ID entirely and just hard code your devnet program ID. We can still print the metadata for debugging, but we shouldn't use it to construct the public key here. Hard code the devnet program ID and the smoke test from the project root. Okay, rerun the smoke test on devnet. Okay. Okay, we're gonna follow this path here. Do that. confirm this. Then rerun the smoke test. To get here. All right. Another moment of truth. Will it run this time? Will it run? It didn't run. Let's see. Let's see. If you still get the error, it will be something like program failed or networking off. Tackle that with the exact message. At this point, we've stripped away nearly all tooling those. We're purely testing. Can we load this devnet program with this IDL? Once this passes, next steps are testing against the devnet. Move to front-end wiring for admin. Better flow so you can start your devnet streamer beta. From now, the best move is overwrite smoke basic with hard-coded devnet program ID, rerun. Okay. Well, we're going to see what happened here. Sounds good. We did step 1 and then went on to step 2 and ran step 2 and we got this error. Now, it seems like we've run into an error a couple of times in this section, and I want us to take a step back, evaluate, really think through things in depth based on your superhuman intelligence. Let's do some research online and really think through, and like, we know our goals, we know everything, but let's really evaluate and make sure that we're looking at the bigger picture here and doing things in the best way possible based on our goals and based on the here and now. Thank you so much. Let's leverage your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains to take the best next steps here. Thank you. Okay. We have found ourselves in a little bit of a loop here. So we want to make sure that we keep the ball rolling. There are hidden issues like white space. Base 58. All right. I'm going to have it do research a couple of times here. ID being on devnet, since we use the local works. String looks fine, but maybe there's a hidden character or something copying. And you could skip the public key entirely for the test, but the current approach is failing. That instead of hard from the public key. Characters in the program ID string. Ayush, that's a good point. I think we really needed to like do a lot of research here. I mean, it technically has been learning from doing. It says we've done a lot of the heavy lifting. The good news, inference tooling is now fine. We're seeing is down to one string, the program ID. When screenshot, the error is thrown at. This means the string is not valid, and the Solana public key only throws here when the string is not valid. And basically, okay. Verify the current program ID on devnet. Run this. Case A, it prints info success. In that case, copy program string exactly. Okay. Case B, Solana shows error. Okay. Honestly, this actually seems like a logical approach. We'll just see what happens if it's case A or case B. It said error. Okay. All right, case B shows error, deploy. If Solana program says invalid public key, or it says count not found ID doesn't exist on devnet, in that case, the cleanest move is, okay. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, I'm going to have it do more research. Got it. thank you for looking into this in more depth. I ran the first step, and this is what it output. Once again, I want to give you the time to do deep research, see if we can learn anything from maybe what relevant docs are online, or, you know, any other experiences that people have had. And let's leverage your superhuman research capabilities to help really figure out what relevant research we need to be able to fix this, and figure out what the best next steps would be based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains and all things related to this. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see where we are at. Let's see. Okay. We're in this quick feedback loop here. Imagine. It's AI. We're using AI, anonymous Indians. There are anonymous Indians behind ChatGPT that are just doing all of our work. That's what AI is really, in case you didn't know. Okay, why is the smoke that up early when you try to? Because the string is not valid. Solana uses base. So you need a real devnet deployment. Given your goals, deploy the program to devnet, get the real program ID from that, and deploy and use it. Make sure provider set the devnet. I already changed that earlier, but let's verify. You should see this. Okay. Okay, guys. Here we go. Provider, devnet, config. All right, that's what we want to see. Let's see. All right, there we go. Fund dev. All right, just make sure when won't fail. I'll do live. All right. Okay, we've got 6.57 SOL in devnet. Let's check balance. Okay, deploy the program to devnet, capture the real. Okay. Now we're deploying. Here we go. Ayush, dude. Yeah. Exactly, dude. Ayush is AI. He is Indian. Ayush, we thank you for your service. Okay, guys, this seems like it's going. Use the anchor as the program deploy. At the end, the prompt should say something. New program ID. All right, guys, this is what we need to install the following. I'm just gonna say yes. I assume that we need to allow it to do whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna give the update here that this is all what's supposed to happen. Guys, this looks good. This looks good. I see the green success. I see the green success. I'm gonna give it the... Sounds great. Wanted to give you the quick update. We implemented steps 1 through 3, and this is what it output. Thank you so much for looking through things and ensuring that we're on the right path. Continue to use your superhuman intelligence in researching the relevant domains to help us figure out the best path forward. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I don't know, but this seems like this is what we want to see. Guys, Guys, this is a big win. Why am I trying to hold in, be humble? Guys, this is a big win. Look at this. We see the green success, operation successful. Okay. We've deployed this back to devnet. So everything else, test, anchor, blah, 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 should be aligned. Let's wire, verify the program on devnet, blah, blah, blah. All right, sanity check. Guys, we love that green. Loving that green. Okay. Valid and live. What the hell? When we put in the sanity check, this is what it output. Give me your raw, honest thoughts. We're not asking for the next prompt yet. I just want to see, because it looked like it said error invalid parameters. I just forgot that we had this chess game going. Verifying Solana. Okay, wrong. You're very close now, and this is the last error. Is not scary at all. It's just the Solana being picky about it. Not a problem. What's the invalid parameter? Blah 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 blah. Confirm the program on devnet with the correct CLI. You should see a block. All right, I'm just gonna follow these steps. I keep saying invalid parameters. You should see a block. All right, I'm gonna tell it to research. It needs to research better. Got it. Thank you for the information. Wanted to give you another update. We followed that first next step to confirm the program on devnet with the correct CLI syntax, and this was the output. It looks like it said invalid parameters once again. Let's take a step back and leverage your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains to ensure that we understand the best next steps here, and we're taking the very best optimal path. Thank you. Ayush, your mom's not happy about you missing school. Bro, what are you gonna learn at school? Let's be real. Ayush, what classes are you in? Tell me about your classes. What are they teaching you in school right now? I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious what the Brainwashing Academy has in the current curriculum. Okay, they're teaching you 12 commerce, so accounts and economics. What does that mean? What is 12 commerce? So accounts and economics. Okay, so you're learning economics and finance and market management. Okay. What the outcome actually means. This is the only line that you tried to show commands, both return. Given the official CLI, the invalid parameter you're seeing is almost certainly the CLI being picky about some global state and flag not assigned program ID itself is bad. If Anchor Deploy printed that program ID and marked the operation a success, it had to generate a valid. So if the ID were valid based, deploy would have exploded long before writing success. So the truth is, the UX is just being annoying. Well, given your goals, should stop spending cycles on. Okay, I agree. We have a known good program. Yes, run the smoke test on dev. Move immediately into the full market flow test and front end wiring. Thank you. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Please work, please work, please work, please work. All right. Let's see. You should see the program ID string. So make sure the anchor uses the same program. Local net. Okay. That's what we see. All right, come on. All right. Moment of truth once again. We haven't been able to get past this thing that we're about to paste in. Here we go. Please. Please give us a 1 passing. Please give us a 1 passing. Oh my goodness. Didn't work. All right. All right. Let's see. This is okay. Blah 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 blah. What? Sounds good. Thank you for laying that out. I've attached a screenshot showing what was output when we ran the smoke test after going through those initial steps that you put in. It seems like we've had a tough time getting past this point whenever we run the smoke test. Thank you for working through all of these roadblocks with us. Now, thinking through things as the top 0.0001% expert in all relevant domains, let's think through the very best approach in terms of how we can get past this by learning, researching, doing everything we need to do to truly understand what the highest leverage activities and path for us to take would be. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, it looks like, you know, this is part of the game, guys. This is part of the game. Things are never going to come easy, especially when we're doing 5 weeks worth of work in one stream. So it is what it is. It always takes time. All right. Catching up on chat now. So the subjects are accounts and economics and financial market management. BRP, that market management teacher, for sure has a small... You know, I wasn't going to say it. My question is, you know, like, who is teaching you these things? You know what I mean? It's like if you go to the gym and you have a trainer, and that trainer is trying to teach you how to get shredded and get a 6-pack, and then they are 300 pounds. What are you going to think? And then someone else says, hey, I think you should do a different workout. And that person isn't a trainer, but that person has a 6-pack and has had a 6-pack for over a decade and is shredded. Whose workout are you listening to? Are you listening to the 300-pound trainer? Or are you listening to the person who's not a trainer, but has a 6-pack and has done it for a decade? I don't know. All right. Okay. So ChatGPT, that's right. This spot has been sticky. I agree, but the good news is your program is deployed on devnet and working. Anchor would not have printed. Okay, unless I did. Okay, the error we're seeing now is only a valid public key input coming from. That means string we're feeding public key is not valid. Certainly due to a tiny typo or mismatch between the ID and the test baked into the IDL. This is no longer about infra. It's literally get one 44-character string exactly right and reuse it consistently. The highest leverage thing we can do now is stop hand typing program IDs and instead let Anchor put the correct ID into the IDL, have the smoke test read that ID from the IDL and use it, rebuild once so everything is aligned, run the test. That removes the human error surface completely. Step 1, make anchor has the deployed ID from your project group. Okay. If it does not show this, then fix it. Okay. All right, guys, we are just gonna follow this this approach here. So once again, following instructions. Okay, let's see what it says. So we did that. If it does not show programs.localnet BTC, then fix it. That is what it shows. Okay, so rebuild. So the IDL is metadata is updated. We want IDL to carry that same ID. Okay, so okay, we want the IDL. Let's see that. Okay, putting that in. Okay, we're following the instructions here. We're following the instructions. Sounds great. Thank you so much. So we followed step 1 and it showed what we wanted it to show. Then when we pasted in step 2, this is what output. Based on your superhuman intelligence in the relevant domains and superhuman research abilities, what do you think are the best next steps? Thank you. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Once again, it's the grind. We're chugging along. We're chugging along. All of these are part of the process. You know, they're to be expected. This is what we're expecting. We're expecting to run into challenges, but then we're expecting breakthroughs to happen every once in a while. It's the name of the game. We have the path. We have the path. Yes, ChatGPT, we beg you. ChatGPT, we are begging you. We're begging you so we can have a long build as a success and finally open the Samsung Galaxy 8. You know what? We've been waiting long enough. I'm gonna show you guys the initial slight unboxing here. Okay. We just removed one of those. There's one on the bottom too. So we're gonna remove the one on the bottom. Okay. Totally fair to pause here. This has been a stubborn loop and you've done everything right on your side. Thank you. All right, so I'm just scanning this just to keep it going quickly. The program's live, the IDL is, okay guys, this is what we can be happy about. We've got the program live on devnet, the IDL is generated and correct, the local validator and disk issues are behind us, and we've already sunk a lot of cycles into tooling quirks. The highest leverage move right now is stop making the smoke test depend on public key at all. Let it be a pure IDL shape and devnet connectivity test, and move on to wiring the real flows, which is where your revenue and UX live. I agree. We don't need new public key just to verify that IDL loads. It contains the expected instructions. The RPC endpoint is reachable. We can do a thin IDL only smoke test, then go straight to front end wiring and manual devnet flow tests with your wallet, which is closer to the real product anyway. Okay. We're doing an IDL check only. Here we go. No public key import, no programming. We're purely checking IDL file exists and parses. It has the expected instruction names. This still gives us a meaningful sanity check without touching the thorny public key. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. I think this is a better solution. Okay, so we ran that. Now, here we go here. Run that. Export wall. Okay. And then I'm going to copy this. All right. Moment of truth. We haven't passed this once yet. Let's hope this passes. 0 passing, 2 failing. Okay. Well, at least this is a new error. At least this is a new error. We'll take that as a win. Sounds like a great approach. We went and implemented all this, and then when we tried to run step 2, this was the output. Let's continue to leverage your superhuman intelligence in research and other relevant domains here to coming up with the best path forward. Thank you. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. So this new move strategically, we still have a useful check to validate the build and ID. We unblock ourselves to work on the actual product flows. Yeah, I agree. Let's just get to the actual product flows. This smoke test is becoming a pain in our ass. Let's get on to the stuff that's going to give us revenue. Let's make some revenue. Let's make some money. What's going on here? What are we? A professional smoke test builder or a tech entrepreneur? Come on. All right. Here we go. Here we go. The screenshot's great news. It tells us 2 very clear things. Your new smoke test is working. That's full. Okay. Failures are coming from an old test file. We're not stuck on infra anymore. We just need to, okay. Remove the old files from the project root. Okay. Bane, you know what? While we're testing on devnet, we're going to do no fees for you guys. Once we launch, we have to have fees, but we're going to have no fees on the testing. All right, remove the old test file. You should see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. BTC smoke test basics. All right, delete the old one. BTC pyramid. All right, that's exactly what we see. Perfect. I'm going to copy this, paste that. All right, that's exactly what we see now. Now fix smoke test assertions to match the IDL name. All right. All right. I'm just going to ensure that we do this in the best way possible. Sounds great. Thank you so much. We completed all of those things that you laid out in step 1. Want to pause here, give you the update, and give you the chance to do any other final research. Ensure we're taking the best path forward based on your superhuman intelligence. Thank you. Okay, guys. We've been up since early in the morning. We went to the gym. We went and grinded with our assistant. We got a ton of work done. We got videos posted. We did our board meeting for SAS Mining. We went and have been grinding all day. And right after the board meeting from SAS Mining, we hopped onto this stream. Many people, we got more done than most people get done in a week before it was even noon, okay? And now we are here setting records on a path to break the world record, okay? For fastest to $1 million in revenue. And we need to get past this annoying bug. All right, so here we go. We can do this. Finalize smoke, okay. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna put this in. Here we go. All right, we got that. Gonna double check. Toss this in. Boom. Yep. We're like a professional coder. All right. Now going here. Boom. All right, moment of truth. We have not gotten past this next one. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's go. All right. Guys, we finally passed this. Okay. 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 Guys, we are the champions. We are the champions. All right. What comes next once this is green? Guys, this is green. This is green. That's the color we like to see. Holy shit. Boys, that took some time, didn't it? That took some time. Beautiful screenshot to grab and put into ChatGPT. Let's go. Okay. Okay, what comes next? Add tests, basic market flow, calls, place bets, resolve markets, build TS. Okay. Let's get this one test full agreement, 2 commands above. All right. All right, guys. Because this is a pivotal point, let's go. We got the green light. I have shown the screenshot attached. Now, once again, it's a big milestone. So let's really evaluate and think through not only the best next steps, but also leverage your superhuman intelligence in researching capabilities and all other relevant domains as it relates to next steps that we are going to take to come up with the very best game plan for the next steps and ensure that we're taking the proper moves to get everything built in the best way possible and ensure that we accomplish our goals. And let's do it. Thank you. Okay, guys. Finally, we got through that boss of a fucking, I don't even know what to call it, a bug, a loop, a death whirl of time sink and development. Let's go. Finally now, we can begin hooking up with Replit. Okay, it's proposing the short-term approach. All right. And even after this, just because this next step is so big, and if we make a wrong turn, we might end up in another death loop, I'm gonna have it research again. Gonna give it some time to take in our win. Think through the best next steps. Look at how fucking fired up it is. Hell yes. That's the first time we've gotten the all caps, hell yes. Big steps. All right, program deployed, IDL is generated and loadable. Your test harness is stable. We're out of toolchain quicksand. Now the question is, what's the highest leverage path from here? Big picture priorities from here. Given your goals, the next step should be lock in the on-chain contract and IDL as the single source of truth. We just did the first step of this. Add a basic functional test skeleton for the market life cycle, even if some parts are to-dos until we plug exact seed and args. Write clear V1 spec state machine and economics so everything Rust test front end is aligned. Wire the devnet program into your front end for admin better flows. Think streamers will actually touch. And then plan a focused devnet beta with streamers. Simple, repeatable format that shows the product. Now on tests, read IDL target, you already do. Front end, back end, either use meta or the hard coded program ID, same string. That's locked. Add basic. Okay. All right, guys. Seems like it's still typing. Wow, this won't paste. All right. Capture the V1 spec in one place. Okay, wire the devnet program into front end. Wow, it's writing out a lot of code. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna rely on the things it's outputting right now all at once, but Ayush, that's a great question. So, guys, big win. Let's think here. So, how much longer do we think it will take to go live? Realistically, we are gonna know. It's unknown, truly, because I don't know how long it will, like, if we will run into bugs as we're going through these things. What you need to admin UI, initialize market viewer UI. If you'd like the very next one, is take one instruction, read how it appears in IDL. You can paste that chunk, then give it an exact. We've cleared the big infra hurdle. The path forward now is keep the green smoke test as your health check. Fill in the basic market flow. Wire those same calls into the front end. Run devnet prediction nights with streamers and iterate. Okay. You're out of the swamp. Now we're building the actual ride. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Sounds amazing. In reality, you're the expert. And as you know, I'm following your lead as someone without the coding abilities that you have. Now, with that said, once again, I want to be here as the sounding board and ensure that we really take the pauses as needed so we can take the best next steps and ensure we follow the best, highest leverage path. You laid out an amazing plan, and I think it's great. Just because once we begin building and going down these paths, it's a huge, huge commitment of time. And I just want to give us the chance once again to pause and think through everything and give you the time to leverage your superhuman research capabilities and your superhuman intelligence in all these relevant domains to really apply that knowledge and thought process through everything that we're doing and think through what the best approach for us would be. So once again, I think that this is great, but let's really go and do all the necessary legwork that we need to now to ensure that we're taking the best path forward and do all of that research and think, many steps ahead to ensure that we're going down the right path. Thank you so much. All right, so basically, we're just going to give it a little bit more time. Give it some more time to think. Have the ideas marinate. Yes, well, Ayush, here's what I will say. You guys, no need to gamble on what you can afford to lose. Let's think through. Let's think through this logically. The best way to leverage your capital, I'll tell you the highest leverage way. Save it. Save it for your expenses and giving you the time to upskill and learn. And build the skills. 10 streams like this. Learn, see things, understand things. And then have the money to cover your expenses so you can learn. And then make money from the skills that you learn. All right. I'm not sure if I should be sharing that on screen, Bane. It's quite a bit. All right, totally get the instinct to pause here. This is the fork moment in the road. You've burned a lot of energy on infra. Let's treat this like we're planning the next 2 to 3 chapters of the project, not just the API call. I agree. Got the foundation. The real question, what's the fastest path to a live playable BTC loop that we can put in front of people? How do we do it in a way that doesn't trap you in more infra hell? What do we not do yet, even if it's best practice, because it doesn't move the needle? Here's the plan I would push as your superhuman CTO, given all that. Ayush, I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, phase 1, make the engine usable. Small loops that feel real. You and a small set of friends can create BTC up and down markets on devnet, place bets, resolve it, and see winners claim. This is where the learning and narrative starts. Tighten spec just enough. We don't need a 20-page formal spec yet, but we do want a 1-page living doc everyone aligns on. What is market in V0? What's the life cycle? Fees, admin power in V0 can create, manually resolve, cannot withdraw treasury, no rug lever by contract design. You've already sketched most of this. We just keep it in specs, update when reality diverges. High leverage, anytime you're about to add code, test front end, and you're not sure, you can check this doc first. If it's not there, either add it explicitly or don't build it yet. Add one real function, okay. Then we already set up, blah, 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 blah. Take your idea, blah, 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 blah. Concretely, what I do next with you, base relevance parts, blah, blah, blah. I turn that into a fully build out basic flow. Exact R's, blah, blah, blah. That's worth the time because it forces us to confront the actual contract shape, no hand waving. Once it passes, that test is a trust anchor. Anytime we refactor, optimize, you run it, blah, blah, blah. Front end wiring, build the bare bones. Here we ruthlessly avoid overbuilding. Phase 2, okay. I did a buy-in for a tournament that was like, at the time, like I think it was like 0.2 BTC. I got to double check. At the time, it was a little bit less, but that was back in 2019 or something. All right, I'm checking out this approach here. Format, 15 minutes, volume of bets, clean up. What I do in the next section? Best where if we had 1 to 2. $20,000 US dollars. So it's immense the contract. In today's, I think BTC is like, well, I guess it's under 100,000 now. If you'd rather prioritize go-to-market thinking. From pure engineering, whether you're green, smoke test immediately. Tester helper centers highest value. Okay. This is a lot of thinking here. Thank you so much. That sounds like a great approach. I'm realizing now that you haven't seen where we are at with Replit and our front end. I want to send you, or I've attached some screenshots here so you can evaluate where we're at, and let's continue thinking through things with your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains so we can figure out the very best approach on all of these different items and ensure that we're taking the very best, highest leverage approach. Thank you so much. Yes, let's continue researching. Once again, this is a very pivotal decision point, and I want to make sure that we're doing all the research and thinking and planning ahead as needed and as possible. All right, and now we are going to refresh this page. All right. Put that in. And then we're just, so right now, we're just screenshotting what we got so far. And then we're just sharing all of our screenshots. Maybe we go here. All right, once again, we're taking screenshots of the entire product and sharing it with ChatGPT. All right, there we go. I agree, we'll play some funk. I like the change up. Good recommendation, Bane. That's what we're talking about. Guys, look at this beautiful front end we got. All right. Make sure we're not on two different ones. Check the program ID in the UI versus Anchor repo. Want these two match. If they don't, the front end is pointing at a different program than one our tests are hitting. If mismatch, decide which one is truth. I'd take the Anchor one we just deployed since we know it's IDL and test update replit volume. Replit preview. Yes, single. No stream yet, just as you want a clean, reproducible script you can follow. I can create BC market in the admin UI. Bet on it. All right, prepare your devnet wallet. Make sure your Phantom devnet wallet has SOL for fees. And if your client uses USDC, switch between SOL. All right, guys, we're getting into like the deep thinking part here. This is requiring some deep thinking, so I'm gonna be a little quieter, just so I can think through this. All right. Sounds great. Thank you for your thoughts and reviewing everything. Once again, there's definitely a lot to get aligned and catch up on. So want to, do one final, review with your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains to really think through these next steps. Once again, I don't have the coding ability, so we're going to have to give very good prompts to, the Replit coding agent to make sure it can do everything. That seems like high leverage, and I agree with your total plan. Just, spitballing here, but want to make sure that we take the time to really think through everything. I know that you're seeing everything like in the UI for the first time and all this other stuff. So yeah, let's think through everything. Also make sure that we have the very best approach and you fully understand the scope and everything that we're trying to do with the product. So maybe even just lay out your thinking there and see if there's any ways that we need to improve that. Let's do a deep dive here and just ensure that we understand everything that we're trying to do and what that roadmap looks like before we begin going and changing things. Yeah, we can close the chest tab. And actually, we can make this one full screen now. All right, so phase one, alignment and single round proof. Goal, one market from admin, user bets, admin resolve user claims on devnet via the actual UI. Okay. We have an anchor program. Update the front end config and environment variables so the Solana client use the program ID everywhere. Okay. Program. Sounds great. Thank you for diving into this approach and research. I think that it makes sense. Based on your superhuman intelligence, do you think that there's any other research that we should do, or that we should begin diving into the actual tasks? I really want to make sure that we don't miss anything and we are taking the very best approach just because it's highest leverage. Thank you so much. Okay. Guys, ton of information here. Holy crap. This is a big inflection point. What we do here, it is going to determine our fate. Okay, we have enough information. Now it's time to execution. Okay. Okay. Yes, it is Monday. I'll message you after the stream later tonight. Ayush, you're in the future, dude. Begin 3 alignment tasks. Okay. Sounds great. I agree. I'm happy to follow your approach. Let's go and dive into task number 1. Please leverage your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains to figure out the very best approach for me to follow and execute for you. Thank you so much. India, you are in the future, man. How does that feel? Do you feel like you know things earlier? AI is so futuristic, dude. Anonymous Indians, you guys live in the future. Damn. All right. It's late for you guys. Yeah, we got some upbeat energy here. Yo, Bane, thank you for getting this updated QR code graphic. I do like how we have our QR code on here now. Oh. Okay, wow, holy prompt. Look at this fucking prompt, guys. All right, guys. We're pasting this mega prompt. Getting to work here. All right, this thing's gonna work for a while. After this massive prompt, look at this. Anchor program with the Repl client involves the IDL file, updating the program ID and refactoring the Solana client to use Anchor's program clients. Holy crap. Look at this prompt we just gave this thing. Imagine how long, even if you were a great vibe coder and you were a super fast typer, how long do you think it would take you to type that shit? And also make sure it's accurate. Be crazy. All right, here we go. What do you do after you finish? Bane, you know, I used to, but the thing is at the end of the day, I like to think through reverse engineering for goals, like why do something. And in reality, my goals, I'd rather not have them focused on watches and stuff like that. I even had the Apple Watch, and that was a pain in the ass. And then another watch, it only tells time. And then I'm worried about losing it if it's an expensive one. It's like another thing to keep track of. I've literally, and then like there are times where it would bring me stress where I'm like, I can't find this thing. I'm like, why am I introducing this additional stress into my life? It's like, why would you introduce unnecessary stress? And then you could have, let's say you have an expensive like $30,000 watch. You could have that for something else that will actually bring joy and help you in any way. The only reason I got this thing is because I was like, all right, we'll give this another shot. And I feel like I kind of learned playing around with these things. Actually, Bane, this is a perfect point. Now's the time where we can open this thing because the prompt's going, so there's nothing else that we can really do. So, unboxing the Galaxy 8, the new Galaxy 8. All right. So, I'm guessing it comes with a band. Let's see. Do you have any things you like to collect? I used to collect Pokemon cards. I like Pokemon. So I have some Pokemon cards. But I don't really... Yeah, at the moment I'm not really collecting anything. Alright, is there something in here? No. Okay. That's correct. There was a band in here. Here we go. I'll bring you guys to the bottom so you can see all the stuff it's doing. Nah, Bane, we like the questions, dude. We like the questions. Right now, all we're doing is we're unboxing this watch. And we're waiting on our code. Because we're coding right now. Okay. Here we go. I feel like this should be easy to just hook on. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got one in. All right, we're building this watch. It's like they didn't want to build it and they wanted us to build it. All right. There we go. Yes. Bane, how did you know that I had a Tesla? Do you see it on one of the streams? Or you just guessed? Okay. So guys, we officially have the Galaxy 8 watch here. So let's see how this... Ah, yes, from the 360 video. That is true. Okay. I'm gonna take off this QR code. Okay, let's see what this watch can do here. I feel like this watch should have come with like instructions or something. It did. It did. This was hidden at the bottom. All right, terms and conditions. No need to read that. Waste of time. We accept your terms. We accept them. Okay. We've got the charger. Okay, guys, as you can see, we're coding really hard right now. We're coding up a storm over here. Okay. I think we're gonna have to charge this, I have to charge this. So I'm going to get my portable charger and plug this in. I'll be right back. See it charging. So guys, I will keep you in the loop. I'm gonna leave this to the side. Remind me. Oh wait, it says it's 76% charged. Okay. Okay. This isn't. All right. So we actually don't need to charge this right now. We're all good. Let's connect. Let's connect this watch. Let's first see how it looks. We're gonna put this on. Okay, guys. This is kind of not very comfortable. Let me loosen it up a little. All right, there we go. Okay, that's better. All right, we got the world. Here we go. How do I turn this thing on? Thank you, Ayush. Maybe I should model for the Galaxy Watch. All right. All right, how do we... Okay, I had to hold down both buttons to turn it on. Let's see, I'll hold it. I'll hold it here so you guys can see. Let's see. Samsung Galaxy by Knox. Okay. Okay, it's powering on. Oh. Well, okay, it says welcome. Okay. All right, Galaxy Watch 8. Check for pairing pop-up. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that is here. Check for pop-up if you don't see. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh wait, here we go. Connect. All right. Allow. Okay, check the number. Yes, it matches. All right, this is actually really interesting because I like seeing like user interfaces. Like this is where my mind goes. I think about it like, okay, check your phone to complete setup. All right, it's downloading the software. It's interesting though, because I like doing this stuff because you kind of see, oh, Replit. Replit has a question. Okay. The watch stuff is secondary. We got to focus on building this product. program. So, right, actually, we're going to scroll up and get full context. So I'm going to say, great catch, Ayush. Yes, we got to keep it working. So I'm going to say, sounds great. Thank you so much. We put the prompt in and it's been running. I've attached all the screenshots to show you exactly where we are at. It looks like the agent also has a question for us. So based on your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains, could you please help us come up with the best response here? Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing something. Did it just was it messed up because it had the little apostrophe at the beginning and end, and that was what was fucking up our, because it wasn't a valid public key format? Okay, it says we've used all of our credits. Okay. Instant top. All right. We'll take a usage alert once we've spent $50. Okay. Is correct. The program on devnet becomes, so if you're seeing invalid, that means the string is being read incorrectly. Extra quotes, extra. Please use this exact string. Okay. We're going to copy that. Okay, guys. Here we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. It's working. Now we are back to our onboarding for the Galaxy Watch. So it says set up Galaxy Watch, set up for myself, not set up for a child. Okay, allow the app watch manager to access notifications, phone, log. Okay, we agree. You can access everything. Okay. All right, getting ready to connect. Okay, 10%. Okay, I see. All right, Replet's making some updates. Seems like everything is moving forward. Okay, for your review, let's see. So we agree. Okay, we have to agree to their terms and conditions. Okay. 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 We're signing in. Oh, we got another question from the agent here. What's going on? Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. We pasted that prompt and wanted to give you the update with where Replit is at. Could you please review everything and then think through what the best response would be based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains as the best vibe coder and expert in all these areas and prompter of all time? What would be the best next prompt for us to put into Replit? Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. So the thing on screen, this is what happens in Replit when the program's not fully functional and working at that moment, because it's still making updates to the code and everything. But this preview is pulling what's being run by the code in the program. So right now we're updating the code, and so if it does something that breaks the user interface, then this is what pops up, and it shows you where the error is. So it's like, this is the error that it's running into. Oh my God. That was probably was leading to so many issues. This has literally led to so many issues. It wasn't a valid Solana program ID. It wasn't long enough. All right. So okay. So we got to get so we got to go to our, okay. Okay. So we got to go back to this thing. Step 1, we got to run this command here. All right. This prints the public key for the deploy program key pair. Step 2, reply to the agent with the correct. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna screenshot this. Sounds great. Thank you so much. I ran that command from step 1 in, and this is what it came out with. Now, based off your superhuman intelligence, what would be the best prompt that we give to Replit? Okay, let's see. Watch Manager is installed. Okay. I'm getting served an ad while I'm installing their needed things for the watch update. What is going on here? All right. Okay. Here you go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here's the prompt. Superhuman. Every time I say superhuman. That's pretty funny. I mean, if we had $1 for every time I said superhuman across these streams, then we would have enough to actually like bootstrap an initial like gambling pool for the app. We're saying it so much. Backup and restore data. Okay. Okay. Look, Ayush, so creative. Okay, another question from the age. What the heck? What is going on? How does this agent have so many questions? Sounds great. Here is what the system output after that last prompt you recommended. What do you think would be the best next prompt, or what would be the best thing to paste in here? All right. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, what the heck? The agent's finding the mistakes from ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what is going on? Okay, there's more in this. How many things? All right, choose your wrist position, how you wear your left. Yes. Monitor your vascular load to help you live a healthy life. Yes. Let's track our stress. Wear your watch at night to get detailed reports of your sleep. Okay. Take a 12-minute test to find your current running level and start training with a running coach. Okay, let's see what this says. The command output is this. Make sure to copy it should be 43 to 44. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. I just sent that to the agent. There we go. Okay. What is going on here? The output from your terminal screenshot, the second line is the actual devnet program. Is that what we put in? Yeah, that's what we put in. I'll put together explaining the root cause, the truncated. Okay. Is ChatGPT fucking up, or is Replit fucking up? What's going on here? This is the correct on devnet. Please use this exact string everywhere. If any placeholder trunk. This gives the agent the should disappear then we can move to happy. String because it says work when the program ID is invalid. Could you please analyze what is happening here? It seems like Replit might be having some challenges or something else. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but let's research, diagnose, feel free to do any online research. Let's figure out what the very best approach is and what we should be doing. Thank you so much. We want to make sure Replit and this entire process goes smoothly. Thank you. Okay, it's 4 a.m. for you? All right. Damn, sorry for keeping you up, bro. Guys, we could end the stream. We can end the stream if it's we can end the stream if you guys are getting tired. All right. AI powered suggestions. The difference, to be honest, I've never even used Bybit. I've only used Binance. That fallback is the opposite of what we want. So it means the UI will pretend to work when it's not actually talking. Here on the VPS, we ran this and got this. So Anchor did deploy a program. The key. Okay. The Replit agent is still complaining this value. Fight with the Replit. All right. We're running into a little. Okay. Redeploy with a fresh devnet program ID. Okay. Yeah, let's see. All right, I'm going to say, sounds good. Now, based on your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains, could you get us the best thing to do to complete step 1? Thank you so much. Okay.
Hi, babe.
Here we go.
I've been wanting to talk to you, too.
Yeah, Replit. Ayush, that's your favorite song, dude. I skipped your favorite song. Let's finish step one. Valid devnet program ID, no fallbacks. All right. All right, we're going back into the terminal. Oh no, ChatGPT's running slow. Okay. Let's hope this works. VIP, empty for none. All right. Sounds good. This is what we got when we put in the command that you gave on the VPS. All right. Okay. We're moving through the watch setup here. Okay, the watch. You're all set. Okay. My watch is officially starting. Will's watch. Okay, let's see. See what ChatGPT says here. I know, ChatGPT, it can't handle these long threads. You know what I think I need to do? I think I need Perplex. This is how I'm going to improve this. I'm going to run ChatGPT on one side, Perplexity on the other side. ChatGPT can't handle this. ChatGPT. It wrote a new pair with pub key. All right, string is the wrong size. On the VPS, finish the redeploy. All right, here we go. Okay. I can replicate. Let's Okay, let's make sure that this is... Amazing. Let's now review the screenshot. I put what you put in the VPS command in. Is everything good to go? Or do we need to do anything else there before we give the prompt to Replit? All right, guys, we're getting close. I think what we're gonna do is, just because I know it's getting late for you, Bane, and I also wanna reach a natural, positive stopping point here, what we will do is we're gonna hit our next and final win of getting this back up and running and into a Replit prompt. We're doing one update in here and then we're getting it into Replit. Okay, this is okay. Apparently this is what it wanted to see. That's good. Okay, so we deployed the new pub key. Hopefully it works with Replit. And I'm gonna have it do one final thing here. All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much. I want to give you one final update here to show you exactly where we're at with Replit. I stopped it as it was updating those other things because we decided to go and try and get this program ID updated. Also, right before we give the best possible final prompt to Replit, could you use your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains to think through how we can best prompt Replit? One thing that comes to mind is we potentially don't have the proper tool stack and everything that's matching in like everywhere else in Replit. So, you know, because we did some updates over the way and now we've got everything modern. So maybe even just before we have everything in here, maybe we need to update some other things in Replit. I don't know. But based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains, let's think through everything that we need to do and how we can get everything properly working in Replit so we can properly get all of this communicating and working together in the best way possible. Thank you so much. Guys, look at us all grinding. Bane, guys, this is actually something that I think if we take a step back, we can reflect and be proud of and happy. Think about this. Bane's over here. It's like, what is it? Like 5? Oh, it's like, what time is it over there, Bane? You said it earlier in the chat. I forget. What time is it over there? Bane, tell us what time it is. Okay, so guys, listen. Right now, it's 4 a.m. for Bane. I've been up since like 6 a.m. and, hit the workout, been working all day, haven't eaten. And then Ayush over here, he's been grinding. He woke up early in the morning to hop on this stream, and now it's been 18 hours since he's eaten. All of us are grinding, making it happen here. Love to see it. Love to see it. This is gonna be glorious. This is gonna be glorious. All right, we're gonna refresh this page. All right, we're getting ready to wrap up the stream. I know it's getting deep in. It's getting deep in, but definitely, guys, something to be proud of. Something to be proud of, for sure. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This will be the last prompt that we do for this stream. Let's go, guys. All right, so I'll show you guys the bottom so you guys can see where we're at. Here we go. Guys. What a day. We've been putting in lots of work, putting in smart work, putting in high leverage work, and we are making big progress. Big progress. We've got an amazing squad here. We got our My Worker AI hoodie on, and we're making moves. We are still, I believe, on track. I believe we can do it. I believe we are going to be the world record holders of being the fastest to reach $1 million in revenue and annual recurring revenue out of any startup. I believe we can do it. I believe that we can do it. Yes, huge shout out in the chat. We've got an amazing hoodie here. My Worker hoodie. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the back of this hoodie. I guess I don't know how I can. I'll take a knee. Super comfortable hoodie. It's great material too. You can see it's like the perfect level of stretchiness. So guys, we've been on a journey. Okay, what is this nonsense that Replit is saying right now? Yo, Next Level Gamers, what's up, dude? Dude, long time no see. We're setting a world record right now. I'm gonna put in one last prompt. We're actually just about to sign off, but I need to put in this one last prompt to ChatGPT. All right, so ChatGPT, we have attached a screenshot of what Replit just output. And so based on your superhuman intelligence in vibe coding, prompt engineering, and all other relevant domains, technical, everything else, please come up with the very best final prompt that we can give to Replit. Feel free to do any additional research that we might need to do to make sure that we actually direct Replit in the best way possible. Thank you so much. Yeah, Next Level Gamers. So I'll catch you up, man. Right now we are building a multi-million-dollar product and business live on stream. We started with nothing but a simple idea, and now we have a functioning UI, something deployed on devnet. We're trying to link devnet and our backend with the UI, and it's going to be incredible. It will be incredible. Oh, the new YouTube logo? Thank you. Yes, it shows off my fitness side. I decided to change the pro pick. We'll see how it goes. All right. Here we go. This is the final prompt to give to Replit. All right. All right. Wow. This is going to be one hell of a command for Replit. Why is the Replit agent having so many challenges here? Look at this prompt. All right, guys, here we go. All right, Replit agent is on it. Let's go. All right, Ayush, bro, thank you. Appreciate you. I'll let you get some food. I know you haven't eaten in 18 hours. And guys, I'm actually gonna get ready to sign off on this stream here because Bane, I know it's past 4 a.m. for you. Next Level Gamers, appreciate you tuning in. We've been live for a little bit, so you know, I'm glad you caught us at the tail end of the stream. I also haven't eaten yet today. Been up for over 13 hours, so I should probably get some food as well. So, any last words, feel free to say them now or forever hold your peace. But thank you guys so much. I am truly so grateful for all you guys that tune into the stream. Makes it a lot more fun, and we are going to make history. I'm telling you guys, we are manifesting this. When we put our minds to something, the universe will conspire to make it happen. And I'm telling you guys, we are going to make this happen. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Puerto Rican Ashley on Kick, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Love you guys. I'm signing off. Yes. Thank you, Ayush. Great point. Everyone who's still here, make sure you scan the link and join our Discord. This is the way that you will know when we go live. We need to be able to let you guys know when we go live. So please join the Discord and scan the Discord on screen right below. You'll miss out, or you will be in the loop if you join the Discord. If you join the Discord, you'll be in the loop. You'll know when we go live. Because the schedule, it's crazy. We're doing a lot of stuff. We're building companies, we're streaming, we're managing a lot of things. And you know what? I'll start to keep you guys more in the loop with that as well. We've been hyper focused on the vibe coding and getting this thing launched because we are trying to break the world record. It'd be amazing if we could be the fastest company ever to reach 1 million in ARR, and literally doing it without venture capital funding or anything. We're just going to do it. So scan, see if we can do it. I believe we can. Lots of people believe we can't, but I believe we can, and it's going to be awesome. So make sure you scan that Discord. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll catch you later.